Okay, this is part 2 of Happy 116 Day, 1 of 16. I had a lot of pictures. Like I said, I had to break this into 2 videos. It gets too complicated. I'm sure it's hard to watch. I'm going to try to go slower and try not to confuse you on purpose anymore. So that's my new mask. My old mask painted. It's the same mask as that, but you can see that V shape in it. Anonymous, I'm talking to you. All right. That mask has that natural V shape. It's just hard to see because it's all black on black. But it looks just like the beak on these depictions, and also looks just like Black Sabbath's shirt. And I didn't buy that mask. I didn't even notice. Honestly, I didn't even notice until I saw the Avengers movies. I was like, hey, that looks just like me. And then I looked up the lyrics, and I was like, hey, that's my first video. I really wasn't a Black Sabbath fan, honestly, but I mean, most of these songs seem to have a key of prophecy in them, and I'm pretty good at recognizing that because I got eyes to see. So this is in my first video. That's what I know it's confusing. We can try to revisit, but let's see. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this here, I guess. Go over to here. So I got this presentation. These are just sort of coincidences. Like I said, that really is my address, and I see coincidences constantly. My life has been filled with miracles. It hasn't been an easy life for sure, but my prayers have always been answered, and they've actually been answered in a timely fashion for the most part. And when I say answered, sometimes the answer to prayer is no, but my answer to prayer is normally like 95%. It's yes, and it happens quick. So in that respect, I'm not like normal people. And I also see synchronicities constantly. So this is kind of the documentation of these synchronicities. This 1 of 16, this 116, 1116, this seems to run through my entire life. And I just got these here recently watching Netflix. So this was from, and you can look all this up. This is all real. So these are mostly just pictures of my TV, because it's easy to take pictures of my TV. I can pause Netflix and I can go back to it. Live TV is quite a bit harder, so that's why I'm stuck with these from Netflix. But because I can rewind Netflix, obviously. So this is from Sons of Sam on Netflix. You can see they got my name right here. This was a place where all the weirdos, including the murderers of Son of Sam, hung out. It was like where they did, like, I don't know, satanic worship, and I don't really get why they would do all that stuff. But they did write my name on the wall, and they put a star. So that makes 11 stars now. Oh, and there's 12, and this is from the same show. Sons of Sam. I don't have the time mark on it, unfortunately. But you can see that address right here. That's 11-16. And then this, I like to talk about myself as a bus driver. This is the bus I see myself driving. And this, I talk about driving the bus back through time. And, oh yeah, where is that? This is hard. Okay. So, also from the I Am a Killer, it has 11:16. And they kept showing this. This must have been like B-roll that they rolled, but I thought it was weird. It doesn't show up once or twice or 3 times. And it's not like they just sat there and they were watching the clock tick through. They kept coming back and it kept showing 11:16, 11:16 over and over and over again in this episode. That episode is a declared competent. So you can watch that episode. And it's not even just that episode. Like I said, it's B-roll. They put 11:16 all throughout that show. Then you've got this. You can see this is from Senior. Ironman was played by Robert, his son. So you got, I'm not kidding you. Ironman was played by Robert Downey Jr. And this is Robert Downey Sr. talking about 11:16 University. I think it was Boulevard. Talking about a place where he used to work. And then, oh, this gets really strange. Because then you got Aaron Hernandez, which I think most people know. You know, they made him play football and it ate up his brain and then he couldn't think. And so he went and he killed a bunch of people because he couldn't think straight. And so they punished him for not having a brain. Like he had the worst CTE of anyone. I don't see how you can keep punishing the victims. You force these people into these bad situations and they do really bad stuff and then you lock them away forever. That doesn't seem good. That seems bad to me. So anyways, you got season 1, episode 1, and he's number 16, so that's 11:16. But you want to know what's even crazier? They got the house he grew up in. Yeah, guess what? And I got it with I got it with here, and I know it doesn't show up real well, but recognize that door, and you can see it's grayed out. I got 2 pictures. So right below it, guess where he grew up? This is his house where he grew up. Yeah. 11:16. You don't even see addresses on TV that much anymore. Oh, anyways, more V's for Vendetta, for Anonymous. More, I know it's a V hidden in an M, but this is from The Matrix. I look remarkably like this guy, especially when I put the shades on my glasses. Again, there's a V inside the M. Oh yeah, and right at the beginning of the very first Matrix, it opens up with 2 numbers. Those numbers are my birthday. I'm not kidding you. So then we go back. I know we covered this in the last video. REM spells Remember I'm Raw, and you can see that's the V right here. If you couldn't see it before, it's there. And there's the V and M if you couldn't see it before. So we go back. We're going to go back over here. And what did I say? 11:16, I think. The truth has to get out. That's why the real magic happens. Buddha, can't hide the sun, the moon, and the truth. So, my message is the butter's dirty, poor, sick, Kenny can become radiant, charged with the electricity of life if he starts breathing clean air. So, yeah, it's not just clean air, but there's what defines life is really life is voltage. It's voltage, cellular voltage. And I'm hoping to get people healthy enough to make it through this, population crunch that's going to come up here real soon. That's why I'm making these videos, to try to get people's attention if anybody wanted to know where I was going with all this. But I'll go. Play at it's a promotional video for this video, and I said, okay, I'm gonna need help from anonymous for sure, because I need computer security from all the internet trolls. There's no doubt about that. So that's why I shot this video like that. But I said, you know, if Jesus had a star, I should have one too. And mine can't be green. His was green. Mine's blue. If you know anything about blue, blue light has more power than green light. Blue light is incredibly powerful, and there's also ultraviolet. And if you know what ultraviolet, you know, they use that in air filters, which is what I'm trying to tell everybody. They need to filter the air, the breathing in dirt, and nobody wants to listen. So I got to put on a show for everybody. So that means I got to come out. And you know, the truth. They've been singing about the truth. All right. So, anyways, it didn't even stop. All right, so anyways, that ultraviolet, that hot blue, that's what this came out. This is just more of the same thing. It's like some things, like it's the difference of being inside something and being outside. It's like you're inside the elephant. If you ever know the parable of like the elephant, and one guy goes up against his leg and says it's a tree, another one grabs its tail and says it's a snake, but all the blind men, then they start arguing and fighting each other because they all think each other's lying. It's just a matter of perspective. When you're inside something, you'll see it a bunch of times for like a prism effect, and that's why you're seeing all these stars.
This is the first time I'm seeing it.
This is the world's first look at what's left of the target that was blasted last month.
You see that? When that thing went off in the lab, that was the hottest place in the solar system. It was hotter than any spot on the sun. That's what I meant by more power. Blue, hot blue.
It was hotter than the center of the sun.
Hot blue and ultraviolet with a lot of power.
There's a golden green leaf thrown into the sea.
That's my sign.
Just 140 miles long.
Along with the rest of the signs.
Rich history. These turquoise waters.
Thanks for watching.